Oh my gosh, we did not. Did someone tell us how to hear us?
Oh my gosh.
How long did we go?
12 minutes with you all not hearing us. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I was so focused on the video. I forgot about the audio. But I love Healing Room audience. They can hear us fine. So we're recording. I apologize for all of you on our social media outlets. Love for hanging in there. Thank you. Wow.
Yes, thank you.
Because I said a mouthful.
Yes.
Oh, I said a mouthful.
Wow. Deal with it. Mm-hmm. But the one thing I was thinking about the resolutions, we never go back and ask anyone else, how did you do with that?
That's true.
And because I think when we do that, then it's either something in them. You say, you know what? Maybe I need to continue that. Or a week later, talk to them and say, hey, how are you going, with that? To try to help them to, I don't want to say be accountable, for, but just to encourage them to let them know that you're able to stick through that particular course. Stay the course with it. Once you do your 30 days, let's do 30 more, 30 more, 30 more, and keep doing that. And then it will become, after 6 months, it should become a habit, you would think.
I would hope it don't take that long, but
it don't. But sometimes,
right, and it's good. Repetition.
It's repetition.
And also, it's the accountability and the encouragement to stay the course.
Yes, because we help one another when we do that particular thing. So
I know it matters how someone holds you accountable.
I was just going to say yes. It must be done in love.
It must be. Yes, because I've had some people not be gentle with me and I will run to the hills. I will ghost. I've ghosted people, and their intention was honorable and it was in the right place. It's just the delivery was a little too heavy for me. So I give thanks for that because that was a lesson. I need to be able to handle it no matter what, because it is for my greatest and highest good. And I do have a voice to say, hold up, just a little softer. Please, thank you. Okay, so let me check in again because I apologize. Facebook, Armand, thank you. Rosalind, thank you. Thank you for hanging in there. Because we were just chatting. So, okay, we'll have to do that earlier. It's been a minute.
If we could remember what we said in the beginning.
Oh my gosh.
But it's
okay, so I know we
JoJo started out and you talked about resolutions.
Yes.
Well, I followed up with, I did remember what I said since it was on the end and was just saying how with a lot of times when we would set resolutions, the reason why we wouldn't even last past a week is because we never really committed to the resolution. And even, because a resolution means that you're being resolute about it. You're being affirmed. You are being single-minded. You're being, you're just really being focused. So to even, and you mentioned, JoJo, that a lot of times they did it like as a fad.
Right. Yes.
And
that was just the
instead
thing
of really researching and really going within yourself to see why am I making this, what is a resolution, first of all.
Absolutely.
And so that we can, after they say typically after 21 days of doing something, it becomes a habit. But we want it to become a lifestyle.
I like that word.
Yes.
Lifestyle.
I'm so grateful for Darla's recall, because Lord knows
it works when it wants to.
It works at the right time.
Where I left my keys at. Like,
oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, we were kind of setting the tone for those of you who are new and never joined the Love Healing Room before, to let you know that we're doing 2021 slightly different. And one thing I want to point out that I didn't say originally is usually at the new year, you have a hard time transitioning from writing the previous year. Like having to write 2021, I have not missed a beat. I think that we are all ready for new.
Yes.
We're all ready for, I don't want to say better, but just different. And I do want better for 2021, and I'm embracing the new year and have from day one, I've been able to write 2021. So yeah, I think we all need that. We all need to be able to embrace 2021, to be better than 2020, because so much happened that left us hurting. And we did take a moment of silence at the very beginning. It was only about 20 seconds, but you all had 12 whole minutes of silence from us. But you could tell that we were holding a conversation, and we were just setting the platform, setting the tone for you all to share. So Love Healing Room, Secret and Silent Flutterbies, we'd love to hear from you. Have you set some solutions that you want to put in place for 2021? The line is open. We do not own the rights to this music, if you can hear it in the background. And I'm going to type that for Facebook. So, okay. Another new thing that's being showcased for 2021 is our weekly business spotlight. We want to invite our business owners and entrepreneurs to join us on the show as a special guest and to share their product or service.
No sound.
Really? Huh.
Armand said it, and so did Rosalind Battle.
Again? No.
Rosalind Battles?
Yeah, Rosalind.
But that was 15 minutes
earlier.
ago. That was earlier.
Oh, it came after you just typed in "do not own the rights to this music." So
no, it should be. It was after.
Okay.
It was after.
Oh, so the most current comment is at the top. I would think. Okay. Oh, mine is at the top. Okay.
Yes. So this week we have Oma.
Yay!
Yes.
So excited. So excited.
I can't wait for you to talk and share. And we are going to, we're a little late, we're going to post some information on our social media platforms to support Oma and for you to be able to connect with her through her website so that you can purchase her fabulous healing products.
Yes, yes, yes. We won't go into detail. I got a whole spiel that's ready for me to do. But I'm so excited because of the fact, not just my products, but we know a host of business owners that we can't wait
to introduce
you to them. And they have fabulous, I mean, absolutely fabulous products that we want to share with them. So it's like, let's get started. Let's get started.
And that's part of solutions as well. So when I think of all the things that we can do to support one another, there's a solution in there, because there's the idea of competition. It's okay for multiple people to offer the same product or service. That gives the millions of people on earth options to pick from. There's more than enough for everyone. So for me, it's a solution here in the Love Healing Room for us to help support other business owners. So I'm looking forward to that. And I know I shared, I think on our last show, that one of the lessons that I got from my retreat was less talking, more doing. So this is one of those solutions for me as we move forward, is less talking, more doing. So, okay. Do we have any more? Oh, thank you. Armand said, hear you loud and clear.
Thank you.
Hi, Ron.
Yeah.
That's my godson. I love he.
Me love he too. Okay, so Darla, you started out with giving us the definition of solutions and no resolution. You gave us the definition of resolution. So share with us some of your ideas around solutions because thanks to Darla is what helped set the theme for the year. I know that it came to you in some phenomenal way.
Yes. And it came to me because I was just thinking one day, and it was like, we hear about so many problems all the time. You know, we have problems in our own lives and or issues or challenges. And it's like enough of keep talking about that. Okay, so it's like you're not pleased with your weight. What are you gonna do about it? Your marriage isn't, you know, it's you having a challenge. What are you gonna do about it? What's the solution? What is the answer? What is the resolve to it? I mean, what are we gonna do? It's like either we can just keep talking about the problem or we can seek a solution because there is one.
Always.
Because what I find is that a lot of times we just don't want to do it. We don't want to it's putting in the work.
That's a truth. That's a truth.
It's putting in the work. I don't feel like it. Bottom line is the reason I don't feel like it. And so we have to put in the work for everything. I don't care if you want your nails to grow longer. You got to put in some work.
Yes. Yes.
You got to do your own manicure or go get you a manicure. You got to do something. You want your hair to be prosperous.
Yes.
Put in the work. You know, your marriage is work. And a lot of times because, you know, we put such a negative connotation on work, but it's just work. It's not negative.
It's just taking
work.
action.
It's taking that action. So for this year, for me, it's just about taking action. Like you said, less talk and more action. I don't want to keep having conversations with people where we're still talking about your same problem or our same problems. Don't even come to me with those conversations unless you want a solution. Let's talk about a solution, then we can talk about it. And I've told everyone close to me, we're not going to keep talking about this. What are we going to do about it? So that is what I think we were having a conversation one day, and I just mentioned that, and it was like, oh, that'll be great for the year. So we're going to be talking about some things that's going to really go to some dark places, but they have to be addressed.
Absolutely.
You know, because I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to releasing a lot, you know, and purging to, you know, those old wineskins, as the scripture says, and fill it up with some new wine. Because to me, talking about the problem is those old wineskins. The solution is the new wine that goes into it.
Yes.
So let's fill ourselves with some new, but we're going to have to face the old, face the problem. We're going to have to address it. You know, issues with our families, relationships, work, whatever it is, but we have a plethora of conversations that we're going to be having. Some deep conversations that I'm just so looking forward to, you know, just not for you guys, but also for ourselves, because we're going to be experiencing this at the same time.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It is. And I can tell because when you have that conversation with whoever the person is that's in front of you and they're rehashing the thing, and the thing is, they had the solution already, but they didn't take the action with it. So what I did was, I don't hear that no more. And then when I said that to the person, they took action and did something and came back later and told me.
Wow.
That was the best thing that you could have ever have told me. And I appreciate that, especially when they come and you get the results because you've already played it out. You already played it out. So a lot of times we do already have a solution, but like you said, it's taking the action, behind that particular thing. And our family and friends are ready for us to do that particular thing with them. Take action, take action, take action, take action. And I had to do that with myself, with my own family, with it. And I loved it. And when you love them and you're willing to do their part, they look forward to that. Because I want to have more family gatherings with my siblings, and I don't want to wait till spring come, to be able to do that. I want to do that now. I want to do that now. And so one of my sisters already started it with it. And it was like we got together. We watched 3 movies, but it was still, we were together. Doing that particular. It was. And I like you enough to stay around you that long. 3 movies. It's beautiful.
Okay, so let's check in with our audience. Our secret and silent flutterbys in the Love Healing Room. We would love to hear from you. And those out there in social media land, if you want to get in on the conversation, you can call us at 248-289-5882. You can be anonymous, but you can share with your voice. We would love to hear from you. The line is open. Myra says, hello, beautiful ladies.
Hello, Myra.
Happy New Year.
How you doing? Happy New Year.
Okay, so I remember at work, I took this training class called Crucial Conversations. And it was after I had a little falling out with someone at work. It's like we would talk every day, and then he did something that upset me. And instead of me talking to him directly, I just avoided him. I didn't talk to him. And I didn't know how to approach telling him that what he did hurt my feelings or I didn't like it. And taking that training class gave me some ideas on how to approach conversations that were challenging. And it was funny because after that, I started realizing that I had to be 100% responsible for me. And so I started having more challenging conversations with people, only because I had a voice. It's like, for some reason, I had thought for years that my opinion, my voice, my perspective didn't matter, that people weren't going to receive it. So it's like, okay, I only want to talk about solutions. And for a long time, when I would get into a conversation with friends, and usually with my male friends, I didn't do this too much with my female friends, but when I got into a conversation that was in opposition of how I felt, I had a tendency to say, who cares? And I would do that. I would say, who cares? And one of my friends, he let me know that it was insensitive and it was disrespectful for me to say who cares simply because I didn't agree with his perspective. And it took a long time for me to realize it was because I wasn't using my voice any of the other times, that I just kind of blew up when I got a chance to speak my piece. And I would hear him, I was just disagreeing with him. And so he wrote me a letter. Nice little, well, it was a 1-pager. I had it posted up in my office at work as a reminder, because I made him feel like his opinion was less than. And I didn't really mean to do that, but I knew that he was telling the truth. I did that. So I had to be 100% responsible for that. And it set the tone for me to stop the habit of saying, who cares? Simply because I was trying to, convince him of my position, instead of just saying, okay, I see where you're coming from. However, I think this, and just let it be that we disagree.
Agree that you disagree.
Yeah, we got to that point, but it took him using his voice to tell me that I was being really insensitive and disrespectful by saying, who cares? Especially when, I care about everything. I really do. So, yeah.
And that's a lot of times that helps with our children to do that particular thing, because mine has helped me to grow in the last 10 or 15 years. And now that they're older and they can express themselves in a respectful manner without tripping or going off or cussing somebody else out, which that would never have happened. But
it wouldn't cuss you out. They might cuss somebody else out.
And that's what I was finding out. And it was like,
surprise! You were surprised. You were surprised.
I really was. But just because they didn't do it in front of me, it doesn't. But you have your own way of voicing, your opinion. But children and family do help, and doing it in a right manner, like the gentleman with the letter, and letting you know that ain't cool, Joe.
I know.
But you didn't know until somebody say something.
I did know. Joe. I did know, but it was like it had become a habit for me to do that. And I needed somebody to help me break that habit.
And he did.
And I'm grateful that he helped me break that habit. Now, of course, he got mad at me and he didn't talk to me for a little bit. But it was I guess that's what I needed in order to own my stuff. I had to be responsible for what I did and what I said. And I couldn't use the excuse that, well, you know what I mean. Right. No, that's not okay.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And like I said, I do care. So for me to say I didn't, it was really just I don't know. At the time, like I said, it was a boil up. I was trying to convince him and he wasn't being convinced. And I was getting emotional about that versus just being sensible and sensitive and considerate of us not being able to agree. And I'm okay with people not agreeing with me. But whatever it was probably something around relationships, religion, I don't know, politics, which try not to talk about those things because people do have varying opinions and passion around whatever. So,
just being okay with it. That's all. Just being okay. But then a lot of times we're not, because my opinion is the one that matters most. But as we mature, but it just shows you that we're human. We do make mistakes, and then we can turn around and we can correct that. Now, if you were still doing the same thing afterward, then that's something totally different with it. But it just shows you as people, as women, we do make mistakes. Own the mistake, apologize for it, and let's go next. How can we do it different the next time, around? And I'm just saying that because I have children, I have adult children, and it has worked with us and in our relationship. And it's beautiful. It really is. I love my babies. I do.
Oh, okay. So we're past the halfway mark, which means we are in open forum. We can talk about anything and everything. We've been talking about solutions. Yeah, let's kick off 2021 doing things differently, doing it better. Whatever better is for you, you decide what that is. It's not for me to tell you what better is or anyone else. It's for you to determine what better is for you. And that's what we want to focus on this year is solutions. Yes. So we're going to open up. Love to hear from our Love Healing Room, Secret and Silent Flutterbys, as well as we got some shout outs from Facebook. The line is open.
Hey.
All right. Jaden says, good evening, ladies. Good evening,
Hi,
Jaden.
Jaden.
Welcome. Okay, so now that we're in open forum, I did mention at the very beginning of the show, but we were muted, my apologies, mentioned about our new segment featuring business owners. So we're going to have a business spotlight segment. And to kick us off is none other than our beautiful Oma. She's going to take a few minutes and tell us about her awesome and amazing products. And she's going to give us resource on how to find her,
Yes,
how to
I will.
purchase,
Yes, I will.
and just, share with us benefits from her beautiful items. But first, we have Tara. She says, what has been your experience as Black women opening your own business, and how will you change as 2021 comes to a head?
Oh,
Yes.
That's from your beautiful
that is from
Tara.
my beautiful daughter, Tara. I love you, honey. Thanks for supporting the Love Healing Room and your mother. Well, my name is Terry Radford, and I am the founder of OMA. I have a natural line to make you whole. We provide the one thing that OMA Natural does, it provides you with natural solutions to improve your total health. This is the core of me. I live with an understanding, overstanding that we're rooted as one. That's the top thing for me. So a couple of my products that I'm going to do for you is wild lettuce. Wild lettuce is for aches and pain. Wherever you got that ache, that twitch, rub it on it. And within seconds or even minutes, it is going to work. So the wild lettuce that I have comes in 3 forms. It comes in a shea butter, it comes in a tea tree, and it also comes in an oil. So the wild lettuce, and I call the wild lettuce Black Serenity, because it will take you into a very serene place. It really will. So you have the shea butter that comes in an 8 ounce. The wild lettuce oil comes in a 1 ounce, and the teacher comes in a 2 ounce. Now the thing with the teacher, 1 or 2 drops, that's it. I have lived and practiced with everything that I have. So I know that it works for me. So when I pass it on to someone else, and wild lettuce has brought a phenomenal amount of testimonies from across different people, and that it works. So I know that it works, and I want it to be able to work for you. I also have a product called, I'm not going to do that one. I have a product called, I was just telling you about it and I left it at the house.
The chlorophyll?
The chlorophyll teacher.
I left my chlorophyll at home.
Teacher.
Teacher.
So,
yes.
Let me
what
type
it
that in
is, so what with the chlorophyll is like your floral basic dark leafy super greens. You have your mustard, you have your turnip, you have your collard, and I dehydrate them and then I soak them for a couple of weeks, sometimes months, in vodka. So when you take it, you only need like a teaspoon of it with tonic water, either lemon or lime tonic water. So what you would do is you take a teaspoon of it, add the tonic water to it, maybe about 2 ounces of it, and then you can chase it with some apple juice because you have to get used to the taste of it. So during the pandemic, I took this throughout the whole summer with it. Every day, I'm talking for either 3 to 4 months. I took it every day. And I could tell the energy level in me. And then right now, this is 6 months later, now I only take it every other week, with it, sometimes twice a week. But it's up to you. And you'll be able to tell once you have it, once you start taking it, you'll be able to feel the difference in that one. So I have another one that is called Midnight Song. And Midnight Song helps you if you know that you're coming down with something or you got a cold, because we're all able to feel when something is either coming in our ears, it's coming in our throat, it's coming in our chest. And I already tell myself, oh, no, 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 no. And then I'll just rub it either in my ears, I rub it across my chest, and within a matter of hours, it's gone. Whatever it was. But I've been using these products for months, sometime almost a year before I even introduce it to someone else, with it. I also have mugs somewhere.
Your mugs are here.
My mugs.
Ooh, yes, beautiful. Beautiful.
This one is called Breathe, because a lot of times we don't even take the time just to take a deep breath with it. So it reminds you, just take a moment and breathe. My next one here is the new BS. We already know what BS stands for, but On My Naturals is billionaire status. That's my new BS. And I want that to be your new BS, billionaire status. So when we're talking about solutions and doing something different, stop the bullshit and go over to billionaire status.
Okay. We know that one on my.
So and I also do jewelry. I have some here. This is a quartz in a gray stone, wrapped in copper.
Beautiful.
And I have some of them I do without it. It's up to the person how they may want it, but you have to be a little bit specific with me to let me know which ones that you do. And then I do private sales. A lot of mine are on the Etsy store, and I'll give you that particular search engine that you can go to. So it is Goddess Vibes with an S by Omah, O-M-A-H. That's on my Etsy store. It sells the jewelry is there, and some of the shea butter is there. My website, whoop, it's so beautiful.
It is.
It is very pretty. It's Omah, O-M-A-H, Naturals, Naturals.com. If you want to get in contact with me, my email address is admin@omahnaturals.com. I have an office number if you need to contact me. That is 313-744-7003.
Repeat your
313-744-7003. Now, when you go to the Omah Naturals, this is my boxy. I sell this on the box. On the website. That's the front.
Yay, it's beautiful.
And it has Rooted as One. And when you open it up, ooh, I have teas. I have a tea dispenser that's made out of a heart. I have a gift, and I also have masks inside of this. Everybody got the ones where you can cover, but this is a filter that you can put in there. This is my favorite saying. Namaste. Love namaste. Love it, love it, love it. And this is one of the oils. I have at least 3 different types of oils. I have the Midnight Song. I have the eucalyptus, lavender, shea butter in one. And then I have citrus chillin'. Those are wild lettuce products that is in there. And different teas, loose tea. And then I have affirmation cards. I love affirmation. So check out my website. Again, that's Omah Naturals, .com.
And give your email and your phone number one more time, and I'm putting it in the chat.
The email is admin
At
at omanaturals.com. The telephone number is 313-744-7003. So anytime you want to discuss, I'm at a stage in my life where it's preventive. That's where I'm at. And I want to help you to stay in total health, mind, body, soul, spirit. And these are just a plethora of products that I end up using. Oh, but my one, this is my private one that I did. Out of the blue, I just made it up. Just sitting at home. You see what a pandemic can do for you? So this is shungite wrapped in silver with an ankh. Beautiful, yes. Beautiful. So I love stones. So you're more than welcome to call me, email me. You can't text me because that phone number you cannot text to, but you're more than welcome to email me or come to our website, leave your contact information for me, and let me see how I can help you. Namaste.
Awesome. Yay. Okay, so for those of you who are in the Love Healing Room, you're not able to visibly see what Terry is displaying here. However, you can visit her website, please do. Or as she mentioned, you can email her or call her if you have questions or if you would like to make a purchase. So I did put a disclaimer in our Facebook chat, as well as we need to say this for all of our other audience members on different platforms. We are not medical professionals or doctors, so we're not intending to diagnose or prescribe any form of medication. However, we are sharing from personal experience as well as research things that can help. So
that was perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
So back to Tara's question.
No, my daughter, you come up with some of the doozies.
That's deep.
And that is deep with it. Well, the majority of the women that I know are of color, and we love sharing with one another. You know, we buy from one another. I have not had a problem because all of us, even though we may have some of the same products, but they're still different, you know, from one another. So I have not had any opposition, let's put it that way, with the women, you know, that I deal with. And I am a very open person. I really am. When you get to know me, have a conversation with me, I'm truly open. And believe me, if I say or do something, check me. I'm not going to be offended by it. I really will not be. But that will help me to grow. And I hope that it will help you to grow as well. But if anyone else has had any problems with Black women in business,
But one thing I have learned over the last, I guess, 2 years since we found an organization that is mentoring in our community. I found that there are so many resources to support Black women-owned businesses. There's grants that are available, hundreds of grants available to assist you with growing your business. And I do know that there are chambers of commerce that are throughout, you know, every state and local communities have chamber of commerce. There's just so many organizations, even government organizations, that are in place to help business owners. Yes. So it's just a matter of, we didn't know. Yes. And sometimes it's because your focus is not necessarily in that direction. So of course you wouldn't know if you are not looking. So I really want to impress it upon anybody for 2021. because this is the year of solutions. If you're not happy with what you're doing, maybe that's because you should be doing something better. Whatever that better is, it's different for everybody.
Yes. And I agree with what you said, JoJo. One of the things I've learned is being a woman of color and having my own businesses are the resources. I was sharing with the ladies today, I went to the Apple store because everyone knows my phone crashed. So I had to go all the way out to the Apple store, and I had my book with me. I was reading in line, Think and Grow Rich. So when I gave him my my email address, he asked, "Oh, is that the name of your business?" I said, "Well, one of them." Because I was asking because I saw the book. And I was like, "Well, yeah." He said, "Do you know that Apple supports businesses, small businesses?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, I knew about them being on the $1 billion roundtable." He said, "Yeah, that as well." He said, "But each store has a representative who works with businesses.
Wow.
So do you mind if I send you an email to, share with you how we can be of a help to you?"
You don't.
Yes,
Right.
yes, absolutely you can.
Right.
So there's a lot of resources. And the other thing in my experience is when you're around, because I see a lot of posts on a lot of my streams, about people not supporting one another and Black businesses, this and that, all the negative. Okay, I'm done with that conversation, because let's talk about the solution. And the solution is that you need to attract people, good people, high energy people. Because I can say all of the women that I have been in direct contact with, the business owners, Tiffany Beard at Eris Hair and Cherokee Powell over at Miss Mama Jeans,
Tiffany Cartwright,
and Crystal, at Crystal Clear. All these, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about, how we love and support on one another. Even though, like you said, Oma, a lot of the women are in the same industry,
right?
But they still buy from one another, share resources with one another,
and promote one another.
And that is one of the solutions to us growing as business owners, that we support one another. And that's the biggest thing.
Absolutely, because I have also come to understand that the notion of supporting one another in business, that has been actually the foundation of a lot of the big businesses that we use and support today. We just didn't know that that's what they were doing. We were given the impression and misled to think that it was just they were competitors, that they didn't have a sense of camaraderie. And yes, there's some competition there, but there's also a lot of helping one another.
I even saw on, it's a Facebook page, New Voices Foundation. I would suggest everyone go there because you can get a lot of grant information from there. But the young lady from the Lip Bar, Melissa Butler, she did, they did the mass retail series, but she said in her interview that one of the things that she did was in this area of New Voices Foundation that, she found a community of other business owners. And she didn't name the person, but she said, you all will look at this company as competition, but we bounce stuff off of each other. We make sure we ain't losing our minds going crazy.
Right.
So there is a space for you to be able to do that. There is no competition is the solution.
Absolutely.
Is to get that mindset out of your head.
That's right.
There is no competition. What is for you is for you, because someone else can have shea butter, but it's not your shea butter.
Absolutely.
It's not your oil.
Absolutely.
It's not your hair product.
Absolutely.
Not your lipstick or whatever your product is.
And I learned just yesterday, really, really quick, another business owner has a hair care line and she wanted to use my product. And in talking to her, found out that she's allergic to the main ingredient in my product. So she's not able to use it. But had we not talked about it and had we not been willing to share information with each other, that wouldn't have given me the idea that I need to offer another formula of my product so that she can use it and others who are allergic to this item can use it as well. So there is no competition.
And so what was the second part to Tara's question?
The second part was, what are you doing different? Or what, and how will you change as 2021 comes to head?
How I would change is to actually share more information, share more resources, sources, really put my voice out there. Because what you were saying earlier about how when you didn't have a voice or you felt like you didn't have a voice. So I realized that one of the solutions that I will be having this year is to no longer stifle my voice and to have a solution. My solution will be to speak more, to share more, and one of the things I resolved to do on social media, because I still have been pretty quiet this year. I didn't put anything out there, but I want to post with purpose.
Yes.
Not just my plate of food.
Yes.
You can see what I'm eating and what I'm drinking.
Yes.
I'm gonna post with purpose. So if I put something out there,
I love that.
it's gonna be for a purpose. It's gonna be to uplift, encourage, to share information, not just taking time, because our time, and that's the biggest thing I've learned, is time management is so valuable as a business owner. So I don't have time to just be scrolling. I even go on social media with a purpose. I go to people's pages who I know have businesses, and I fly by the ones who, and you can hide people's posts and not unfriend them. You can hide their posts where you won't see their posts.
Oh, okay.
You won't unfriend them, but you won't see their posts.
Oh, okay.
So some people, because a lot of people complain about, see that Facebook, these are your friends. You approved them to be in your stream. So don't complain about Facebook. What you complain about is the people in your circle, because you put them there. So if you need to do some cleanup, do that. If you don't want to see that, or you can hide their posts where you won't see it.
And sometimes we just have to check ourselves.
Yes.
Check ourselves.
Yes. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with something wrong with your environment. Change your environment. So we created this space, is basically what I'm saying. So in my space, I only read, I do kind of scroll because, someone's having a difficult time. I take time to say a prayer for them and things like that. But how you just got some people are just in that negative space and but anyway, all things done with purpose. I'm going to post with a purpose, and I use social media this year will be for a purpose.
I like that a lot.
I love that. And I initially started out on social media with a purpose, and I only posted with a purpose. So I stand in agreement with you.
I do too.
Yes. So
is it that time?
It's the top of the hour. However, I feel like we cheated you all of 10 minutes of conversation in the Love Healing Room.
So we have to give that, back to you with
it. Back. Yes.
And that was the thing, I think, when that reminded me as to why I'm not, even though during the pandemic, I wasn't on it and constantly on it. Like you said, you stop somebody got an issue, something happened in your family, and you want to pray for them. But I posted something. I saw this movie that my family saw together, and it was called The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, I think I saw pieces of it.
No, when I saw that movie, because I already put up a wall against it. No, that's Jack Human. He only plays X-Men. He can't be playing no singing and no dancing. I said, no, I'm not watching it. But when I sat down and watched it,
it was good.
It was
and
that song.
This is me.
This is that.
Yes.
That was one of the things, and that was one of the very first posts that I put out, because part of the song says, when words try to cut like a knife, I will send a flood to drown them out.
Okay.
You have to be strong in yourself to know when something comes at you to cut you down, you're going to send a flood, and you're going to just cut that shit all the way out. You're not going to allow it to hurt you till you cannot move.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The whole song, because when I saw it, you have to see the version of the lady before she actually sung it. And you would see her, she stand behind the pool, almost like a pulpit. She wouldn't come out at all. And then when she came out, this voice came out of her so freaking loud that they had the videotape it because they were completely shocked because the before and the after was so different. The song This Is Me, you have to hear it. It's going to encourage you. It really, really was.
So that's something good to actually bring up and focus on. Find something in 2021 that's going to encourage you. As we are coming out of, and we're still in the midst of the pandemic, who knew that it would be almost a year? We would still be under this cloud of fear, this cloud of despair, and people leaving here unnecessarily, in my opinion. Not just from COVID-19, but from cancer, from diabetes, heart disease, just all of these things all the illnesses that people suffer with and succumb to, and their family being left to pick up the pieces and to heal their hearts. We don't have cures for these things. That is bullshit. That is not true. And 2021, a lot of solutions are going to be unfolding. And I'm not talking about the vaccine. I'm talking about remedies, healing modalities, healing grandma's
going way back.
cures.
Telling you. My great grandmother go out in them woods in Tennessee and come back. I don't care what was wrong with you. You was good.
Yes.
She asked you what was wrong. She go right on out in them woods and come back.
I'm believing that more people who have the knowledge are going to come forth, and they're going to be supported without fear, without being blackballed or blacklisted that they are quacks or that they have ill intention. You know, I laugh when I listen to commercials of drugs and it runs through those side effects. I'm like, what the
and
heck?
even death.
But consider it.
Ask your doctor about it. Like, oh my gosh, and that's what we do. We do.
Yes.
We ask our doctors to give us these prescriptions and we take these drugs, but we will not take castor oil, which
you clean you straight out.
Nah, right. Black tea bitters. I mean, there are things that are curing. And I know we can't say cure, but are curing. I'm not a doctor, so I can. That cure illnesses. The fact that lavender essential oil kills MRSA and staph infections. People die from staph infections, but you can be cured with lavender essential oil. So I believe that a lot of these things, a lot of these options are going to be revealed in love and support in 2021 and beyond.
I do. One of the other things that, if you think about the richest place in the world, what would come to your mind? The richest place in the world, what would come to your mind?
Not the United States.
Dubai.
Yeah, that's what came to my mind was Dubai.
No, but what I was listening to Miles Monroe, and he was saying that the richest place is the grave. Because there were people that did not write poems. There were songs that were never written. There were cures that were never said. They died there
with their treasures.
With their treasures in them. Don't go to the dust. That being your story. You had it in you. Just trust yourself enough and allow it to come out. Because I want a carcass. I don't want nothing left in me.
Return to dust. Just dust.
I want to be able to do that. And let's encourage one another.
Yeah.
Let's help one another to heal mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically.
And that's what we're gonna be doing in these conversations
Ooh, yes,
this year.
yes, yes,
Get ready.
yes. Get ready.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oma, because that helped to. We want to share, give you some highlights of what's to come. So we know that this is the year of solutions. So for the month of January, we're going to focus a lot around self-responsibility. So that's next week's topic, self-responsibility. Then we're going to end, or the next week is facing your hurts. Facing your hurts. So we have to talk about these things. And then last week of January, healing your story.
That's gonna be good.
That's gonna be
really
yes, y'all. Yes, y'all.
So it's not enough to tell the story and stay in the story. No, let's heal.
That story.
Let's heal the story. It's time. 2021, the year of solutions. And in February, love solutions. That's gonna be fabulous.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, so we're gonna
we got some good stuff.
we have good things coming up for you. So if you are a business owner, remember, we want to have you come on the Love Healing Room to showcase and share your product or service. So make sure you reach out to us. You can go to our website, thelovehealingroom.com, click on contact, and we will be in touch to get you scheduled to appear. Since we are still social distancing, you are more than welcome to join us virtually.
Yes.
So just reach out. We would love to hear from you.
Yes.
Or you can email us at lovehealingroom@gmail.com. So, wow, this has been great.
Yes, our kickoff.
I know.
I'm excited, y'all.
So excited. And Tara shared a good resource. So I want to speak this for those of you who are in the Love Healing Room. She shared a great and local resource, which is techtowndetroit.org. techtowndetroit.org. Yes, great resource, which I haven't taken advantage of yet, but thank you for sharing.
They have
Tara.
a lot of good virtual things
Yes.
going on. The virtual pop-up shops, all
Oh,
kinds of things
yeah.
like that.
It is. There's something like that.
Yes.
I can just with that just pop up, and I'll just let you know where I'm going to end up being that particular day. So it's beautiful. Let's just take action. Let's just take action, and we're going to resolve all of our issues.
Yes.
Whatever they are, let's resolve them.
Yeah, because during this pandemic, it's really caused me to take some serious introspection of my life, of myself. And is your bathroom like that?
It's lucky.
And so I want to just get rid of anything that has been holding me back from living and being my greatest in this life and sharing my gifts with the world.
Yes. And so it is.
It is what it is.
That's right.
It is.
We're only saying it is what it is when it is related to millions plus, positivity, and growth.
Yes.
And of course, love. So thank you so much for being with us here in the Love Healing Room and hanging around for the extra 10 minutes that you couldn't hear us on social media. We're so happy that we're back and that you're with us. And we invite you to join us next week, same time, same intention, to be open to give and receive love and to work on our solutions.
Yes.
So until next time, we're going to leave you with
Namaste.